The next weapon on our chart is probably the most famous and revolutionary version of the Sidewinder, the AIM-9L. The AIM-9L was made famous by its use by British Sea Harrier pilots in the Falklands conflict, due to its staggeringly high kill probability and all-aspect seeker head capability that forever changed the nature of air-to-air combat. Thanks to the AIM-9 Lima, a fighter pilot no longer needed to maneuver behind his or her opponent to take a shot with an IR-guided weapon. Thanks to the seeker head being sensitive enough to lock onto the heat generated by the friction of air flowing over an aircraft's skin. The AIM-9L also marked the end of the diverging lines of development between the US Navy and US Air Force, and all subsequent variants of the Sidewinder would be shared between the two branches, vastly simplifying development, production, and logistics. The AIM-9L was introduced in 1977, and on our chart, its range loses out to the AIM-9P3 thanks to its older, very smoky rocket motor, giving it reduced range and a highly visible visual signature. But this is more than made up for by its all-aspect capability. The AIM-9L also features SEAM mode, and while the US Navy used SEAM to great effect over Vietnam, it is the first time the US Air Force fielded a Sidewinder with this extremely potent capability. The AIM-9 Lima, of course, lacks high off-bore sight capability, and its flare rejection capabilities are fair, but highly improved over the AIM-9 Papa 3.